Suspense thrillers are for people who like to question, who like to find answers, who watch movies with intense interest, and for those who are curious in nature.
Some situations warrant thinking outside the box.
If you are one of those, here is the list of 10 best suspense thriller movies of 2021 that will keep your nerves busy throughout the movie. Starting with the number 10. Number 10. Without Remorse. Without Remorse is an amazing origin story of action hero John Clark. The movie is based on a thriller novel by Tom Clancy. The plot has a depiction of the Vietnam War and introduces the story of an allied Navy SEAL. His wife and family are killed by a crew of Russian soldiers. While he is in the quest for justice for his wife, he uncovers a global conspiracy and finds a secret plan that is against the US and Russia. The story is about his unintentional mission for his country. He is divided between personal honor, justice for his wife, and devotion to his country. He hopes to prevent the country from conspiracy and fights the enemies without remorse.
Give me a name.
You were supposed to be dead.
Give me a name.
Number 9. Death on the Nile. The movie Death on the Nile is near to release. A mystery thriller film will appear on the screen directed by Kenneth Branagh, who is a 5-time nominee for Academy Award. The movie is based on the novel of Agatha Christie. The story is about the murder of a young girl during her cruise along the Nile. The girl, Lynette Ridgway, is shot through the head. She was young, beautiful, and stylish, but she lost her life. In the movie, Branagh has a role as a famous Belgian detective named Hercule Poirot, and he investigates the murder of the glamorous young girl.
Murderer is here.
And we'll stay here.
Number 8. Intrusion. The movie is not based on a true story, but you must watch it because it has many ingredients of truth from real life. Also, the movie is full of amazing suspense and thrill. It is a story of a husband and wife, Henry and Mira. They moved to a new house they wished for in a small town, but their world turns dark after a home invasion. The break-in leaves the wife distressed and doubtful, and things get more and more complex after the break-in. The intrusion was actually done by a group of people who belong to the Cobbs family. Another case is the kidnapping of Christine Cobbs that is connected with the home intrusion case.
What would I hide from you?
Number 7. Below Zero. Below Zero is a Spanish thriller movie that contains a lot of action directed by Luis Quiles. The story represents a Spanish police officer who has to drive a prisoner van at nighttime. The spike strips on the road puncture the tires and stop the van on a lonely road. Montesino, the van driving officer, leaves the vehicle to check the situation. There, he sees that the pilot vehicle is off the roadside and the officers are shot dead. The next moment, he is also taking a shot by a sniper from the deep forest. The injured officer fights those inside prisoners and outside enemies in the icy temperature. Thanks for staying with us, but don't go away. Wait for number 1 on our list.
¿Quiénes son esta gente?
Number 6. The Voyeurs. The Voyeurs is an American thriller movie with a unique story directed and written by Michael Mohan. The story of the movie is about a young couple. After moving into a new house in downtown Montreal, the couple, Sydney and Smith, become interested in the sex life of their strange neighbors, Ben and Natasha. Their interest was started as a simple curiosity, but it turned into an obsession. They also found one of their neighbors was cheating on the other. Later, their lives become tangled in surprising ways and took them to deadly consequences.
Pippo, what did you do?
Number 5. Son. The Irish movie Son is full of horror and thrill. It was directed by Ivan Kavanagh. The plot and direction are attractive for thrill and horror lovers. The movie talks about a young boy who falls ill to an unknown illness. The mother has to decide what she should do to protect the son from the mysterious sickness. The mother had a dark past. She has escaped after years from the terrifying forces. She suspects that her dark past is connected with her son's bizarre medical condition. The movie has an amazing horror story. If you have a taste of horror movies, you must watch them once.
All in your head.
You have no idea what he's capable of.
Number 4. The Little Things. The story of The Little Things is made by taking inspiration from real-life detective work. The Little Thing is written and directed by John Lee Hancock. The story presents a deputy sheriff, Deke, who is directed to travel from Washington to Los Angeles for an evidence-gathering task. But he becomes involved in the search for a serial killer who is frightening Los Angeles. The leading LA sheriff, Jim Baxter, is impressed with Deke's instincts and privately engages Deke in the killer hunt. But Baxter finds that the investigation uncovers disturbing secrets of Deke's past that appear more threatening than the serial killer.
He knew all the details, but he wasn't within 10 miles of the killing.
Why is that? Why is that?
Number 3. Last Night in Soho. Last Night in Soho by Edgar Wright has the points of time traveling, supernatural horror, and psychological thrill. Both audience and critics have positive reviews. The movie is about a fashion student, Ellie, who has an exceptional ability to enter the decade of 1960s in Soho each evening. During these nighttime trips to the past, Ellie connects with a fascinating young woman named Sandy. This young woman aims to become a singer in the London nightclub. Last Night in Soho is nicely produced and the scenes fit with the atmosphere of 1960.
What did you see?
Number 2. The Mauritanian. You should watch this amazing movie because the story of the movie is based on the Guantanamo Diary, one of the New York Times best-selling diaries. It is a true story of a prisoner's fight for freedom after being imprisoned U.S. government for years without any charge. The Mauritanian represents the story of a man who was detained for 14 years on suspicion about the 9/11 attacks. The prisoner Salahi finds allies in defense attorneys who desperately tried for his justice. They face many difficulties, but their advocacy and the evidence uncovered by a military prosecutor reveal a shocking conspiracy. Now coming to the most awaited number 1.
My client, he's not a suspect. He's a witness.
Mr. Slahi, would you please raise your right hand and repeat after me?
Number 1. Nightmare Alley. The story is extracted from the novel Nightmare Alley by William Lindsay Gresham. The novel is about the depths of showbiz and the dark world of a carnival occupied with hustlers. The movie tells the story of an ambitious Stan who is an assistant of the mentalist named Zena in a sideshow. Zena is married to Pete, who is an alcoholic person and drinks a lot. The couple had created a secret code and they pretend to read minds. Due to this code trick, they were successful in the show business. Stan stayed with the couple with a wish to learn their code, permanently leave the assistant job at the carnival, and wants to become a successful mentalist.
Mr. Carla.
Doctor, how about that?
Please lie down.
If you like this video and want more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. Which suspense thrillers are you planning to watch? Let us know in the comment section.